That was interesting. I think I lost my gaff too in that process. So, yep, my gaff flew away. Alright guys, hope you saw that. Am I recording? Oh wow, I was. Nice. Alright. Well, we've been here for about 5 minutes. Maybe the third cast. He's not huge, but elite. All right. Whew. Woo. All right, guys. Well, here you see, nice little fish taco mahi. And bleed this guy and get back out. Well, that was nice. First mahi from shore on a lure. He hit the Maria fully loaded. So, time to go see if we get another one. That was interesting. I think I lost my gaff too in that process. So, yep, my gaff flew away. Let's see if I can get it. Ah! All right, let's see. Ah! I didn't realize the surge came up, picked my gaff. All right. Probably the last chance I have. Ah! All right. One more time. See if I can get it. Well, the gaff is gone. So many years now. Oh well. Good day. All right, well, we're just waiting for that last one to come through. It should come through before I gotta leave. I got maybe another 10 minutes, so they've seemed to have been coming through pretty quick. We've had about 3 or 4 schools in the last 20-ish minutes, so we'll see. Like I said in my video, you can't really see them from here, but like I said in the techniques video, right, this whole rock is just lined with people. I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but there's people all down here and up on top of me as well, up on top of that cliff. So there's probably all in all a good 15-20 people out here right now. And what we're doing is we wait for these schools to come through. So they usually come through from the north down to the south. The last couple weeks, some of them have been coming from the south up to north, which is weird, but it happens. I mean, it's a thing. But so what we do is, because everyone's in such a big line, and on each side of this line, you're gonna have people that are higher than the people in the middle. And essentially what they're doing is they're spotting these schools. So up top, they're wearing their polarized glasses. I didn't bring mine today. But they're able to see well into the water, way better than I can see from down here. So you've seen sometimes when I come out here and we're blind casting for a while, because we don't have anyone up on the cliffs that are spotting. But right now, we got plenty of people up spotting. Ooh, almost fell over. So we got plenty of people spotting for us. And once you see someone from either side start, once they start casting, that's when you know to start trying to spot the fish jumping. As the lures go out, the fish that are feeding on this bait, they're gonna start jumping, they're gonna start swelling up the water. So your goal is to look for that, see which direction they're going, and then you wanna cast a good 10, 15 yards in front of where it is, where the school is. Because when you do that, what you're trying to do is put it right in front of the mahi. You don't want to drop it on their head, because sometimes they won't eat it, sometimes they will, but you can spook them by doing that. So you want to toss it right out in front of them and drag it right across their face. And usually that works phenomenally. As you saw, that's what I did earlier. Keep in mind the casting order. Everything is about etiquette out here too, all right? And especially if you're American like me, this isn't your country, this isn't your spot, so you just keep in mind the casting order. If someone is casting in front of you, let them cast, and then you make your cast as they start reeling in, so you can cast a little bit out from them. But you'll all have your lanes, and don't get impatient. The Mahi are going to come through, and the issue that we see a lot of times is if there's an inexperienced angler out here, what they're gonna do is they're gonna see the Mahi and they instantly cast at them. Oh, sorry, I thought there was a school coming through. But they're instantly gonna start casting at them, and they are gonna cast over whoever's line. They're not looking at the line that it is. Sorry, there's people casting all over, I just gotta make sure. But they will start casting. They don't really care about whose line there is. They're too inept to see what's going on. So they'll cross lines, and before you know it, the school is gone and everyone is all tangled up now. So just keep your lane. The Mahi will come by. If you can gauge it, try and gauge it to cast inside your little lane that you have. You want to cast in that lane right as the Mahi are coming through. So as they're coming through, cast in your little sector that you have if it's really packed out here, and then let it come through. Every now and then, me and Yuki are out here, and it might just be us. It might be 2 other guys. There might be 20 people out here. The less people there are, the more freedom you have, obviously, to cast in different directions, and also depending on who's around you. Sometimes I come out here and I fish with people that I've been fishing with all season, and I know that I can comfortably cast within a couple feet of where they're casting, or sometimes shoulder to shoulder with them like last weekend, and it works out. But other times you can't do that. You're going to tangle people up. So just keep in mind, be mindful of what you're doing. But other than that, let's get back to spotting these schools. As you guys saw, I caught this Mahi just a little bit ago. My normal Dexter knives are currently in Yuki's car, so we'll be using the backup knife today. And with all fish, you really just want to feel your way through and make sure you know where the meat is. So with Mahi, they have a lot of head meat. It comes up up towards their head. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to follow that meat all the way up. We're just gonna trace it. And I take this knife. I'm just gonna outline the fish right up the body. Until we get down to the tail over here. I'm just gonna cut that out right there. And then we'll come up towards the anal fin. And I usually like to stop right here. And I know a lot of people like going all the way through the Mahi, doing one side, then going to the other. I just like outlining both sides of the fish so that I know when I get down, I don't have to worry about that outlining portion once I have the fillet off the fish, because it gets a little tedious, a little difficult when it comes to that. So I'm just gonna outline both sides, and then we'll take the fillets off. There we go. And this isn't a huge Mahi today, so it's nice when you got some of the little ones. Sometimes the big ones can be a little annoying, but sometimes filleting a small fish can be annoying as well. So you'll see how it is. But now all we're gonna do is we're gonna run this knife all the way down the backbone of the fish until we hit, or all the way down until we hit the backbone of the fish, sorry. Once we get to that backbone, you want to angle up just a little bit. You want to bust through those pin bones. And then you want to come right out the other side of that backbone. This isn't the most beautiful fillet today, but that's alright. Mahi have some pretty crazy pin bones, so just make sure you give it a good little bit, and then up and over the rib cage. And there's your one fillet. And we missed a little bit of meat, but that's all right. And then what I always like to do is you want to keep the fish just on the edge of the table. It makes it so you can keep your knife real close to the edge. And all you do from there is just work that fish. Now once you get it started, this knife's a little more curved than I'm used to, but once you get it started, you just want to follow and trail it with your hand until I just went through the skin there. When you come over here, usually you can just pick this right through. And for something like this, usually what I'll do is I'll get a little hole cut out, a little hold that I can get my hand under. And I'll just come through and cut the rest out. And then there you have your whole fillet. And then you want to just feel for the pin bones. And the pin bones are these bones that will stick out right here. And they only run about halfway up the fish. So something you want to do is you want to just come in here. So I can feel they come to about here. And we'll just cut on either side of that bloodline and get them out. Let me pull this back right here and cut it up. Now my plans for this fish are going to be, we're going to be doing fried fish sandwiches. So I'm just going to continue splitting that down the rest of the way. And then cut it in little sandwich-sized fillets. So when I bag it tonight, I already have it set the way that I want it. So I'll clean it up just a little bit. And then cut a nice little chunk that I can bread and put on a sandwich. Just like that. And then I'll go sit this in the cooler. We'll get over the other one. Well, we finally finished filleting everything, got showers, and now we're gonna just make some fish sandwiches. Nice fried fish sandwich, simple. I'll put the recipe up for what this fry batter is just on the screen now. We've got a couple that haven't been marinated. This is one of my favorite things to do. It's just buttermilk and whatever amount of hot sauce you want to put into it. I like Frank's Red Hot because it's got a vinegary taste, so it goes well with the buttermilk. But it's just been in there for about an hour. That was the first fish. This is tomorrow, so we went this morning and caught some fish, so we had to fillet everything. But now Yuki and his family is over, my family's over. All we did was we heated the oil to 350, and we're getting ready to fry it. And then I'll show you once that's done. Camera on it.
Well, this is later tonight. I got all my stuff in and realized that after the last clip you guys just saw, every single clip that I got was completely out of focus, almost like the autofocus on my camera turned off. So just wanted to do the outro over again, just so everyone knew. I mean, I had a great day. Nice short little after work trip turned into a lot of fun in all of 10 minutes. So that's the start of Mahi season, and it only goes up from here. So it should be pretty crazy. It's going to be a really awesome year. So stay tuned for more videos on going through Mahi season here on Okinawa.